And good evening, everybody. We want to welcome everybody on the Rebels Racing Network and everybody that's tuned in with the Goat Locker Racing Network as well. Welcome to the Thunderstruck Tour Modified Series here on Wednesday night. We're at the Bullring at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 125 laps here tonight, and Veith Barbershop 125. And it looks to be a lot of fun. This will be the first race I've ever seen or anything here at the Bullring in Las Vegas. So I'm kind of anxious to see what's going on. And Jamie, we may crown a champion tonight.
Yeah, it could be a championship night. It's looking pretty likely that's what's going to happen. I'm showing 13 drivers in the field. Josh Jet Oswald needs to finish 12th or better, and right now his qualifying is wrapping up. Still almost a minute left. He is sitting on the outside of the front row, so the chances are pretty high that he will get that 12th or better finish that he needs to wrap up the championship tonight. But like you, this is my first race at the Bullring, watching, racing, whatever. So, wow, it's a small track, and uh, hopefully it's going to lead to some good racing here tonight.
Yeah, only a third of a mile, so it's going to be some tight racing. These tour modified cars are going to be in traffic all night long. I mean, you're not going to be able to get away from traffic at a third mile track. Looks to be have a little bit of banking in the corners and really just kind of all the way around it. I mean, it really just reminds me of that hometown short track that you would go to on a Saturday night. I mean, a little bit of banking all the way around and just tight action. And so looking forward to it. Again, like we said, the first time at the Bull Ring for us. So we're going to take it in and enjoy it as well. And as we're getting ready to grid up.
Oh, they're going to have their 2 minutes of warm up first, but in the meantime, it's looking like Jason Warren has won the pole here tonight with a lap of 14.288. So, congratulations to you, Jason Warren.
You would figure one of these days, Jamie, we'll figure this thing out with when it comes to the tour modified series, but not tonight. Not tonight. Good thing we got you in the booth to keep me straight.
Okay, and well, keep us both straight. I just got an answer on the question that we've had so far tonight. On one end it's Ronald Cole, and on another end it's Josh Cole. I just got word from the man himself that he goes by Josh, so that's how we will refer to him tonight. So, folks, you may see on your end Ronald, or you may see Josh. We are not 100% sure, but when we talk about the 224, it will be referred to as Josh Cole.
Yep, and that's you lost that bet, Jamie. So I'm going to need that dollar next time we see each other. So, but good. I'm glad we got that clarified. Not calling the man by his wrong name or whatever craziness is going to happen. I mean, it is the tour modified series, so some craziness will happen. But these guys are getting these tires warmed up and these cars warmed up and getting ready for some action here this evening. As you said, I mean, we only got 13 cars out here tonight. We'll have to see if all of them actually take the starting grid. So, should we provide some great racing? And I tell you what, don't blink twice because this race is going to go by pretty quick on this little third mile track here at the Bullring at Las Vegas.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're getting around here. I'm seeing practice speeds. Everybody is under 15 seconds, especially in qualifying. Everybody was under 15 seconds. So that's a quick lap. And yeah, as long as it's not just one caution after another, this should be a relatively quick race tonight.
Yeah, I would agree with you. It should be, and it's almost like doing a Bristol race in the stock cars or something along those lines. The laps are going to click off very quickly. They're sub 15-second laps, but should provide for some great racing, and I'm really looking forward to it here as they are
Yeah.
gridding up right now. We will go to our starting lineup. So starting on the pole here this evening is going to be Jason Warren in that number 32 car from Team Pacemaker. Starting his outside, maybe the champ here tonight, Josh the Jet Oswald at number 17. Starting in third position is going to be Garrett Kinder in that number 13 car. Starting in fourth, Logan Sturgeon in that number 26 in that Napa Auto Parts car. And starting in fifth position is going to be William Griffith. And then, as we got everything clarified just in time for the starting lineup, starting in sixth position is that 224 of Josh Cole.
All right, starting seventh. Our man Tyler Rice in that number 6. Rolling off 8th. Number 98, Sam Wetstein. Starting 9th, number 038 of Jamie Tweed. Starting 10th, 78 of Cody Bame. Sorry, Cody. Starting 11th, the 025 of Colton Lanford. Starting 12th, number 44, Hitman Monzo. And rounding out the field, assuming he makes the start tonight, looks like he is out there on the track, number 55 of Charlie Gates.
Yeah, right now the only car I'm not seeing on the track there, Jamie, is Sam Wetstein. So not sure what's going on with him, but hopefully he gets on the track here. We'll get underway.
Well, Sam did put down a qualifying lap, so he got a disconnect. He looks like he's trying to get back in now.
Tough break, man.
Looks like the pace car is off.
We are going to get underway here tonight in the Veith Barbershop 125 from the Bullring at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and they're underway, and it is a drag race to start as Josh Oswald gets a great start to the outside, but that low line powers off, and the Jet gets passed by 2 cars, as now Garrett Kinder is looking to his inside and makes the pass.
Got off to a nice clean start here tonight, so that is encouraging.
Yeah, so we can go back to the field here and look a little bit. We still got some battles going on out through the field here. We'll back up and now it looks like William Griffin has moved up into 3rd position. The Jet's fallen back to 4th, but again, all he has to do is finish 12th or better. So I'd imagine he's not going to press the issue here too much this evening, and just make sure he brings that championship home. But he's fallen back to 4th position. Josh Cole now in that 224 up to 5th position. Colton, I can't feel my hands. Lanford is up in the 6th position right now. Cody Bame is up to 7th position. Tyler Rice has fallen back to 6th position. Jamie Tweed in that 038 car, as we saw, have a little bit of an issue right there, but he's got that car gathered back up. Logan Sturgeon back there in the 9th position. Charlie Gates up to 10th. And we are under caution as Josh Cole has crashed.
Yeah, there's a car in the wall. And middle of 3 and 4.
We'll take a look at it here. As the 025 just gets into that corner hot and sends the 224 up into the outside wall there. Just got into that corner. Colton Lanford got into that corner a little too hot there, and probably didn't realize how much speed he was carrying into it. Gets up into Josh Cole there, so tough break, but some great action to start this race off with.
Yeah, Colton was issued an EOL on that, so he will have to serve a penalty. I'm not sure what's going on with the pace car, if maybe the leaders passed it and they're having to hold up and let it get back by, but it sure is taking its time.
It sure is, isn't it? And as we said, this is the Veith Barbershop 125 here this evening. You'll see the really cool looking logo up on the upper right hand portion of your screen. We got that up in there, so I don't know what we're calling that guy. I'm going to call it Mullet Man. Got some cool shades on them. I'll give him that. We all had those shades, Gene.
The old school Oakleys?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Nice.
But we are 9 laps into our scheduled 125 here this evening. And again, with 2 races left in the season, we got the Bullring here tonight at Las Vegas, and then next week we're off to your hometown track at 5 Flags. It may, depending on how tonight works out, that 5 Flags ends up just being a race to for a little bit of pride and to get another race win before the season's out. Because, like we've talked about a couple different times this evening, I mean, the Jet, he's sitting pretty to bring home that championship tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I just don't see any way that he's not going to. You know, he could. You already got Sam Wetstein, who's 4 laps down due to connection issues. So, really, there's no way the Jet doesn't finish at least 12th. So, we will be doing a championship interview, 99% sure.
All right, as we get ready to take the green flag here, I'll get back to why I was kicking a little bit. Oh, wow, Jason Warren gets a fantastic start there, gets a great launch off the bottom. And now they're side by side for second place is William Griffin, mooch past Garrett Kinder. And now the Jet is going to try to poke his nose down in there. Doesn't quite get there. Garrett Kinder's going to hang on to third position, and the Jet is going to hang on to fourth.
Got another. The 6 and the 26 are turned down to the inside of the front stretch.
We'll go back and take a look at that. If Logan Sturgeon, number 26, gets involved in an accident here. Oh, and the 9 hits the wall, comes down and collects up Logan Sturgeon as they're coming down the front stretch there. So not a lot that can be done there. Looks like the 9 just pushes up into the wall a little bit, bounces off of it, and unfortunately Logan's right there trying to avoid him and ends up just getting caught up in it. So those cars will bring them, or the 6 I should say, they'll bring those cars down pit road, make sure there's no damage to them or too much damage to them, get them tuned up and get back out there.
A lot of smoke coming out of the 26.
That is not a good sign then. So we're watching the cars pass the entrance to pit road, and it's pretty cloudy. So somebody's smoking pretty good.
It's unfortunate. It's Logan Sturgeon, that 26 Napa machine. He definitely had to use his fast repair early. He is back underway.
Now, go ahead.
I'm looking like Tyler Rice. He's still in the pits while the field is going by him, so I'm not quite sure. I guess maybe he just elected not to use his fast repair at this point in time, but as small as this track is, you're going to be laps down by the time you can get any work done.
Or he completely forgot to tell them not to fuel the car, and he's sitting there waiting a minute for fuel. Which,
yeah.
A couple different possibilities there, but he is going to go 4 laps down at this point in time. I'm showing Logan down 1 lap in the number 26, but I don't know if the Jet was calling his shot here this evening, but if you take a look at his car, Jamie, I think it's painted a little bit differently this evening.
Yeah, I was noticing it was definitely gold. I haven't looked closely. Does he have any kind of messaging on it or anything?
No, I'm just going with the gold. He's got that car painted up championship gold here, and first time we've seen it in that color. So again, not sure if he's calling a shot here this evening, but definitely noticed that car's painted up a little bit different.
Yeah, it's pretty sharp.
As the pace car pulls off, we're going to get back underway one more time here. We've completed 17 laps of our scheduled 125. Jason Warren is going to have control of this restart. And they're off, and again, he gets a great start. William Griffin is outside, and now Garrett Kinder is going to try to get down there and squeeze Griff off. And is able to put that number 13 car underneath. They are still battling for second place. Cody Mayhem has now moved himself up into 4th position, up 6 positions from where he started. And he's a contender week in and week out. And we've called his name in a lot of different series here. So not a surprise to see him up in the top 4 already.
No, absolutely not. I'm sure he'll be on Jason Warren's bumper here before too much longer.
Take a look here. Garrett Kinder now is pulled up to the rear of the 32 car of Jason. Go to the front nose and just kind of take a look at some of the tight action that happens around this track. As you'll see Garrett Kinder stalking our leader at this point in time, Jason Warren. And this is just a very cool camera angle you can see out of the nose of that number 13 car as he chases down the leader. From inside that car, and we've said it many times when we talk about these tour modifieds, it's just all the different blind spots that you have, and being able to see where you're at on the track, and being able to hit your marks at all points in times, because just a lot of things in your way. But Garrett really seems to be hugging the bottom of the track, while Jason's taking a much larger arc in and off these corners.
We'll see how that helps with tire wear. I would imagine that's going to benefit Jason Warren a little bit more, because he's not going to have to turn the wheels nearly as much.
As you continue to kind of watch from the in-car camera of Garrett Kinder, you can hear the throttle, and now he's having to get off of it, and wait on that car to rotate, wait on it to rotate, and then hard back into the throttle. But Jason Warren continues to kind of step away here a little bit. Continue to kind of watch some of the other cars in the field right now. The gap between first and second is about 0.6 of a second right now. William Griffin sit back there in third position, 1.8 back. Cody Bain in that number 78, 2.5 seconds back or a little more. And Josh the Jet Oswald, again, I think he's just being really cautious here this evening, not pushing too many issues. He's got that number 17 car solidly in fifth position, back 3.3 seconds in the leader. Jamie Tweed now has moved himself up into the sixth position, so having himself a good evening here. About 5 seconds back of our leader. Colton Lanford at that 0.25, who we saw kind of get tangled up a little bit earlier, up in seventh position. Charlie Gates up in eighth position, up 5 position where he started. Josh Cole down a couple spots, but still in the top 10, and rounding out our top 10 is going to be Phil the Hitman Monzo. Got a couple cars a lap down. Logan Sturgeon right now is 1 lap down, and then Tyler Rice is 4 laps down, and I believe Sam Weststein is not even on the track at this point in time, or is he? He absolutely is.
He finally made it through.
14 laps down, but Sam Weststein is out on the track right now, and that gorgeous-looking number 98. That's always a heartbreaker when you have these connection issues or drop issues.
We got a caution. I did not see where it came from. I see some smoke in turn 4.
See a little bit of smoke there as well, so we'll kind of see. Looks like all the cars are pointed in the correct direction here. Not sure if a couple got tangled up back to the field. Everybody's got their cars pointed right and catching up to the pace car here, so we'll have to see. And then I would imagine that this is going to wave Logan Sturgeon around and get him back on the lead lap. I tell you, Jamie, I don't know who's driving that pace car tonight, but they are slow to pick up the field. We're coming up on 36 laps complete here in the scheduled 125. And Veith Barbershop 125 from the Bullring at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Been some pretty exciting racing here this evening, as Jason Warren's had control of it since the beginning of it, with Garrett Kinder right behind him. A couple of movers up through the field. I mean, Cody Bam, no surprise there, up 6th position from where he started from. Small field here this evening. We've got 13 cars out on track, all 13 on track. Sam Wetstein is showing 15 laps down. He had some connection issues there at the beginning of the race. Got Tyler Rice showing him 4 laps down. Got involved in an accident there and really got stuck on pit lane for quite some time. And this is now going to put Logan Sturgeon back on the lead lap.
That's a break he needed. Unfortunately, he had to use that fast repair, but that's all right. He's back on the lead lap now. There's he makes the 11th car on the lead lap, so he'll have plenty of time here to make his way back up through this field and contend for this win.
Got a lot of laps to do it in here, and hopefully we can see him, work his way back up to the field. It's not often we get a chance to see Logan out here in the Tour Modified Series, so not a whole lot of time behind the wheel, but it's always good to have guys come out here and race. Glad to see him out here in the field as these cars line it up 2 by 2 again, and we're going to get this thing back underway.
Pace car is off. So Jason Warren will have control of the field.
We're back underway again. Jason Warren again. It's a great start there. So we're going to see this time if Griff is able to get past Garrett Kinder. Garrett Kinder really sends it in there. Man, they are racing hard side by side back here for second.
They were racing hard back in the back of the pack. It was 3 wide, and we're back under caution.
Yeah, I'm not thinking at a third-mile track, 3 wide's ever going to work.
Yeah, no, that was not going to be good. Colin Lanford got a huge run on the exit of turn 2 to the outside, and he ended up getting a couple cars right there at the same time. So, he had to run and he was going for it, but kind of too much traffic.
Eyeballs were a little bit too big for that pass, huh?
Yeah. And I don't know that I don't think he made contact with anybody. He may have gotten into the side of Tyler Rice. I couldn't really tell. It just looked like there was no room for Tyler Rice to maneuver, and he ended up getting loose, and that's what brought out the caution.
Yeah, we are under our third caution of the evening. We're going to call it our third caution of the evening here tonight. 43 laps into our scheduled 125. Hopefully these guys will get some things sorted out here, and we'll really get into some green flag runs. Anxious to see, does Jason Warren and that number 32 have the car to go out and dominate this race? Or, as these tires wear a little bit, are some of these guys like, we know the number 12 car, William Griffith, is always good in the long run. Will we see somebody like him be able to get up there if we can get into a long run and challenge Jason?
Oh, for sure. I definitely, even Garrett Kinder, I think, will eventually start making a move to take over the lead here. William Griffith will be there, and I know we're going to see Cody Bain get up there at some point and want to get that 78 car up front.
Yeah, I've never seen him be patient or just want to run in second place. He's always pushing his car hard and trying to get it up there to the lead. So solidly now within the top 5, sitting in 4th position. Again, Josh the Jet Oswald fighting for his championship here this evening, sitting in 5th position. So he is in position to win it here this evening. But that pace car is off, and we are going to get back underway one more time here again as we have completed 45 laps of our scheduled 125. And Garrett Kinder takes a wide swing out there to try to stay pace with Jason Warren there. So that was an interesting move.
Yeah, it sure was, and it's definitely going to benefit him, and he's going to be able to stay in front of William Griffith there in that 12. I want to say the only thing that really saved Garrett the last time from not losing position was the fact the caution came out so quickly, and he stayed ahead. But that was a big time move right there.
Yeah, that was you can definitely tell he's got his thinking cap on here this evening. And how can he keep that number 13 car up in contention for this? As he has stalked Jason Warren all night long. Some great restart for him. We are single file back through the field at this point in time. Jason Warren is our leader. Garrett Kinder sitting in second place. William Griffith now in the number 12 car sitting in third. Garrett Kinder quietly pushes it down into the corner right there.
Yeah, Garrett's just got to be careful not to push his car too hard. We beat it to death enough. They've only got this one set of tires. So, you don't know what Jason's doing. Jason could just be sitting there doing only what he has to do. And if Garrett's sitting there pushing, trying to get by him, he's going to use that equipment up and will not have anything left towards the end.
Yeah, normally see Garrett be a very patient driver. Knowing him to be, one of the cars that's always better in the longer run. Sometimes, you're right behind that leader, and you start to push a little bit more and a little bit more, and you lose focus of just running your race. So we'll have to see if he did use that car up a little bit here as the gap starts to widen just a bit.
Yeah, Jason Warren has definitely dominated this first 54 laps.
And as expected, it has been a quick 54 laps, even with the cautions. As this little third-mile track at Las Vegas Motor Speedway they call the Bullring. I mean, these laps clicked off, and we just saw Garrett Kinder wiggle coming out of the corner there. Continue our race here this evening in Veith Barbershop 125. This is the second to last race for the Thunderstruck Tour Modified Series. Next week will be at Five Flags Motor Speedway, but again, we've talked about it a few times this evening. But for those of you that are just tuning into the Rebels Racing Network or checking us out here with the Goat Locker Racing boys, we could crown a champion here this evening because Josh Jet Oswald, all he needs to do is bring the number 17 home in 12th or better. It doesn't matter what anybody else does in the field. He will be this season's champion.
Yeah, he's currently running in 5th, 3 seconds back from the leader, who is now about half a straight away from having to deal with lap traffic. So we will see how that comes into play. But right now, there was 13 cars in the field. 2 cars are multiple laps down. So really, something really bad would have to happen to Jason Warren, or I'm sorry, Josh the Jet Oswald at this point for him not to finish 12th or better.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. We'll go back in and check on Logan Sturgeon, sitting back in the 9th position right now. So he's been able to pick up a couple spots as he's working his way back to the field after he got on the lead lap here. So he's coming up on the 55 car of Charlie Gates, who has a mistake there in the corner, and Logan Sturgeon's going to pick up, oh my goodness, a 038 car just sends it down into the corner there. I thought we were getting ready to have a caution. Oh, whew.
Yeah.
Davey Tweed is really sending it into these corners.
Yeah, I've seen that a couple times tonight where guys are really driving in deep on some other drivers. So definitely something you need to look out for. You know, it's okay to back those corners up a little bit.
Now we see Jason Warren has come up into traffic. He's got Phil the Hitman Bonzo in front of him. So trying to navigate. Oh, and the Hitman pushes up a little bit. Oh my goodness. I think the Hitman's just trying to get out of the way. Almost made things a little bit worse there. Is now Garrett Kinder is closed up. Ooh, that was close, Jamie.
Yeah. And obviously Phil was just trying to stay out of the way. He wasn't trying to interfere at all. But you know, sometimes it's hard. You know, when it's almost better maybe sometimes if you just race hard and don't do that. But you know, definitely no intent on Phil's part there to hold Jason Warren up. And the caution's out again as
Logan Sturgeon has crashed. He is turned around backwards on the backstretch here, and we'll see what led to this. Well, I got a sneaking suspicion he's getting ready to lead to this, as the 038 car just sends it down into the corner, into the rear of the 26, and around he goes. Kind of had an itching feeling that was coming.
At some point, you kind of got to understand that that's not going to work. You're going to do exactly what just happened, and you're going to turn somebody. You know, if you think you're faster than them, then back the corner up a little bit, get a better run off the corner, and take them on the exit. Trying to shove the car down into the corner on people is not going to be successful.
No, and it's definitely not the way to make friends.
No. Because it's easy to do. That's easy. You know, setting up a pass and doing it cleanly, that's the hard part. So it's very easy for somebody else just to come back and do that to you and return the favor. So but we don't want to see that stuff. So far, it's been a really good race. Jason Warren dominating the 70 laps that we've run so far. We want to be able to get this race not saying we want to rush this race over. I'm just saying we want to get through this race so we can crown our champion. And yeah.
Yeah. Completely agree here this evening. But it's been some good racing here this evening thus far. But that is going to put Logan Sturgeon back a lap down again. And it's really hard to avoid it. If you get that car out of shape or turned around, by the time you get it righted, I mean, you're already getting passed by the pace car or the leader. So,
Oh, yeah, as small as this track is, if you don't keep going straight, or if you don't keep your momentum going after getting wrecked, if you get stopped, you're going to go a lap down on this track for sure.
Yeah, so that's going to put him a lap down one more time here. So hopefully he can battle his way back, get that free pass again, and get back after it. Didn't look like the car took any damage really there. Just yeah, tough break for him.
The laps are winding down. I mean, we've completed 72 of 125, so the race is going by quickly, but he still has time. I mean, let's start Colton Lanford. He started 11th. He's up to 6th, but he's also served 2 EOL penalties, and this is now the second time that he's worked his way through the field. So, point being, there's still time for Logan to recover here and get back into contention for this race.
As the pace car is pulled off, we are going to get back underway one more time here this evening. Again, this is the Veith Barbershop 125 in the Thunderstruck Tour Modified Series, and we're back underway, and Jason Warren gets a fantastic start, and Garrett Kender really doesn't get the kind of start that he did last time, as now William Griffith has moved solidly into second place.
And here comes the Jet. He's decided that it's not going to be enough to just be the champion tonight. He wants to win this thing.
As he got Cody Bame to his outside right now. The two over there are fiercely battling for 4th and 5th position. As Cody does not want to give up that track position. Oh, and they touch in the middle of the corner back there.
Colton Lanford is wanting to get his 025 car into this mix between Josh Jet and Cody Bame.
As now Cody Bame has moved himself solidly up into 4th position. The Jet falls back to 5th, and Colton Lanford is all over the rear of his car now.
As the top 3 are sitting here pretty much nose to tail between Jason Warren, William Griffith, and Garrett Kender. They've kind of pulled away from the 4th place car, Cody Bame, a little bit, not a whole lot, but there is separation there.
As we see the 038 car on pit lane right now, not sure he had to serve some sort of a penalty or why he pulled that car there down on pit lane. But he is down on pit lane, and I'm showing him out of the race at this point in time, so I think he is withdrawn.
He has packed it up. Don't know if there was just too much damage to the car. Not sure what was going on there.
So
now William Griffith is falling back to Cody Bame. Cody Bame's wanting to get that 78 car into the top 3.
Gets underneath him, getting down into turn 1 here. Should clear him coming off. It is now Josh the Jet Oswald is going to set his sights on William Griffith in a number 12 car. Oh, it looks like Garrett Kender gets really loose coming out of the corner, loses all kinds of track position. He is still up high on the track, and he's gotten passed by 2 cars now, and if he doesn't watch out, the Jet's going to get him as well.
Well, he's fortunate. He's probably going to be able to get back in line behind the Jet or Cody Bame. Ooh, and again, he really high entry into 3, and it looks like that's getting that car loose. But for now, he's able to hold Cody Bame behind him.
Yeah, not real sure.
I'm sorry, Colton Lanford. That's Colton Lanford. I apologize.
Yeah, not real sure what happened to him there. Just really got that car out of shape, and with the cars behind him lined up nose to tail, it just.
And caution is out again.
His Logan Sturgeon has crashed again. We'll go back and take a look at what happened to Logan here. You see him out on track. Sends it down to the corner, just I think gets in there a little bit too hot, gets a little sideways, cannot get that car collected up, and into the outside wall he goes. Bad night of racing, just gets worse.
And Logan's going to find himself 2 laps down, well, 3 laps down at this point.
And I believe he is withdrawn from the race as well. So that'll be...
There you go. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. Definitely Josh the Jet Oswald will be the season champion.
With 2 cars withdrawing at this point in time. Yep. Locks up the championship here this evening. So for everybody that's tuned into the Rebels Racing Network and all that, we will crown a champion in the Tour Modified Series here this evening, and our champion will be Josh the Jet Oswald in that number 17 car.
Congratulations, man. Had a great season. It's been fun watching this and calling these races.
Yeah, it absolutely has. Again, I still think we'll have to ask him when we talk to him after the race. I think he called his own shot with that gold car there, buddy.
Yeah. I think so too.
We are winding these laps down, and we're going to have about 30 laps to go here in the Veith Barbershop 125 at the Bullring from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Been some good racing here this evening.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely has been. I mean, 90 laps so far that we've completed. I believe it's 35 laps to go. Jason Warren has led from the beginning. Still waiting to see if anybody's gonna get up here and really push him to take that lead over. And now we've got Cody Bame in that 78 has made his way from 10th to 2nd. And I'm pretty sure Jason Warren is getting ready to have a mirror full of that yellow 78 car.
I think you're right, Jamie. I think it's gonna be a dogfight, But Jason Warren's really put on a clinic here this evening. And no matter who's been up there to try to challenge him, he's held on to the lead of this race. So we'll have to see if that 78 car's got anything for him whatsoever. They are underway.
Cody Bame got a good start too. He was able to stay clear of William Griffith to hold on to 2nd place. That's what he really needed to have a shot here. He didn't need to be fighting with William Griffith for 2nd. He needed to be able to focus on the leader and getting after him. But Jason Warren is already out to almost a half-second lead here. And this is 2nd lap on this restart.
Yeah, we've seen him be able to kind of pull away from the field all night long here. This is the quickest we've seen him do that. So, but he continues to put more and more space in between himself and that 78 car. I'd say we haven't talked about it all night long here, but the number 32 is a sharp-looking car.
Yes, it is. I noticed that on the starting grid. That is really, really nice looking car.
Yeah, I think we talked about it races past and all that stuff. But I find it so really cool that, especially with these Tour Modifieds, they've just got their own unique signature.
Yeah. Yeah, and the stuff you can do stuff with these that look really good on these cars that would not work on, a Cup car or Xfinity or a truck, but on these cars, it just works.
You mean purple chrome? And,
yeah, exactly.
And neon green won't look good on a Cup car?
No, it would look terrible, but it looks fantastic on these cars. Bright green wheels. It looks great on these cars. It looks like it belongs.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. You can do some really cool things with these, and you see some of these guys that do that. Garrett Kinder always shows up with a really sharp car week in, week out. You got to love what Griff is rolling around in that number 12. I'm not really sure if he's colorblind or not because he's got pink, yellow, with red rims. But, I mean, Griff, you do you. You do you. And we've talked about it a couple different times here this evening. But Josh Dittoff sitting back in 5th position in that gold car with gold rims and his gold numbers. You know, sporting it just like a champ should.
Yeah, that's championship gold right there.
Colton Lanford there in that 025 with the Monster Energy car, and I think I've talked about it in a couple other races. I'm a big fan of Monster Energy. The simplicity of their paint schemes, I really dig it. I was happy to see Kurt Busch win.
Man, yeah. I mean, look, I'm not a Kurt Busch fan, but I got to tip my hat to him on that Sunday. And look, and even his post-race interview, I thought it was awesome when they, I mean, he was doing as much to get the crowd going, as he was as giving answers to the interview. I thought it was really awesome, and it just shows the guy's come a long way. It'd have been nice maybe if he would have had some of that humbleness maybe early on in his career instead of coming across the way he did. Maybe I would like him better. But definitely, you got to tip my hat to him. Kyle whining like usual, crying about what Ross Chastain. What did Ross Chastain do? It wasn't like he just made an abrupt move. He moved up to the high line. So what? You got 2 cars coming. What would you expect anybody to do on iRacing? You want the lap car to get out of the way, and that's exactly what he did. Just because it wasn't out of Kyle Busch's way, him and Kurt were side by side. What was he supposed to do? Was he supposed to pull over and just park?
Well, I completely agree with you there. I'm not a Ross Chastain fan. Don't enjoy the way that guy races. But you could definitely tell in Ross Chastain's post-race interview, he knew he did something he shouldn't have. He acted like a kid that got caught with his hand in the candy jar, man.
Again, no, but where was he supposed to go?
I get it, but you could he knew,
Yeah, well, he helped his teammate. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. So, I don't see that he did anything wrong. I mean,
I didn't. Oh, hey, stop getting angry at me. I didn't say it was wrong.
Well, I'm not. I'm just saying he's Kyle Busch. And it really bugged me that he whined about it that much, considering it was his own brother that won the race. Now I get it. He went to victory lane and they hugged and all that stuff. But I don't know. This to me was just a typical classless Kyle Busch moment.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know what you expect out of that. But this all stemmed from Colton Lanford and the Monster Energy, and now we're talking about watermelon man or whatever the hell they call it. But
now we got 10 laps to go in this race.
Yeah, so. Now we're down to 10 laps to go here. So we've chewed up enough time and enough laps to go by, but not a lot changed throughout the field here. Jason Warren out to a very comfortable lead, 2.3 seconds up. Garrett, over Cody Bame in that number 78. Garrett Kendra back in 3rd position, 2.8 seconds back. William Griffith in the number 12, sitting in 4th. And Josh Jedi Oswald is rounding out our top 5. Right now we only have 7 cars on the lead lap, with Charlie Gates being in that 55, being the last car on the lead lap. We do have 3 cars that are out of the race at this point in time. Josh Cole, Logan Sturgeon, and Jamie Tweed. So as we annotated a little bit earlier, that does lock up the championship for Josh Jed Oswald here tonight. So not only will we interview our top 3 drivers here this evening, we will have a championship interview in the Tour Modified Series.
Absolutely. And, Jason Warren, the rest of these guys are still in Vegas, and I think Jason Warren's headed out to Reno because he's in a whole different zip code right now than the rest of this field.
He absolutely is, and he has been all night long. From the drop of the green flag to what looks like going to be the drop of the checker, barring any late rate caution here, the dominant car here tonight. I mean, no one, people could get close, but they couldn't hang with
him. This is probably one of the most dominating performances we've seen. I mean, we've had a few races that we've called lately that went from the green flag to the checker flag. Guy leading every lap, but I don't remember anybody that has just taken it to the whole field like Jason Warren's done here tonight.
Yeah, and it has been in a pretty dominant fashion. And I don't know that we've seen it in the Tour Modified Series either. I mean, we may have. We do call quite a few races. But you usually see some of these guys like Garrett Kinder and Josh Jet Oswald and Cody Bayham that will get up here and they'll swap the lead back and forth a couple times between them. But Jason.
Oh, Garrett gets loose in the middle of 3 and 4. He does keep it going, so we stay under green. But he has definitely lost the third position to William Griffith.
We're coming up to take the white flag here, so we are going to wrap this race up in 4 short corners as Jason Warren is enjoying himself a 3-second lead over the field. Heads off into turn 3 for the final time. Coming off 4 to take that checkered flag, and he will be the winner tonight at the Bullring at Las Vegas Motor Speedway and Veith Barbershop 125. Congratulations to that number 32 car.
Yeah, that was outstanding. That was a good day of work right there for Jason Warren. He's gonna come down here and try to do some donuts, but you know what's getting ready to happen. So he's able to get a couple.
Yep. Oh, somebody missed.
Garrett whiffed.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Got Cody Bayham and William Griffith are sitting back here just waiting. They're giving him a second to have his fun, and they're probably going to go after him, I'm sure.
There's one. Oh, that was a good one, too.
Sam Westside comes in and just tears him up.
No.
And now it starts. It's on.
Oh, yep, there goes. I don't think he's been on his wheels yet. Oh, he's got on the wheels this time.
Yeah.
Oh, as they continue just to smash into each other. Oh, it's fun to watch, man. And that's how you know it's a good league and these guys really get along. They have a lot of fun no matter what, man, and that's really cool to see. So as the cars are clearing out here, we will grab our race winner. Yeah, let me track him down here real quick. And up here. Hey, Jason, it's Pat and Jamie up in the booth. You got a copy?
What's up, fellas?
Well, I mean, you pretty much just put on a clinic here this evening from taking the pole and leading every single lap here tonight. So, what was it about the Bullring and these Tour Modifieds that really clicked with you that allowed you to just go out there and be as dominant as you were here tonight?
It's mainly the track. I really, really like these little Bullring type ovals like Bullring, Lanier, Langley, little bitty tracks like that. I don't know. There's something about them. I do really well with them. I mean, getting pretty good at these tour mods, but it's mainly the track, being comfortable with it, and put on a pretty good show tonight. Car felt good.
Well, Jason, it definitely looked good, man. I mean, you were in a whole different zip code than the rest of this field. That wasn't just leading every lap. That was a completely dominating win. So congratulations for that. Your buddy Josh Jet Oswald wraps up the championship tonight. You got anything you want to? Congratulations, shout out to him.
Yeah, he's a wonderful friend. He's a even better human being. I'm glad he got himself a little championship. We might try to go. Wednesdays are always kind of busy for me. I was going to maybe go for his title next season, but I think Garrett Kinder and Cody Bayham might have something to say about it next season. But I look forward to watching it on you guys' broadcast for sure.
Oh man, well we definitely appreciate the support for that, and love seeing you in there. So again, congratulations, man. Anybody you want to thank? Shout out sponsors.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for doing the broadcast. You guys do an absolutely wonderful job as always. 09 Race Shop, they're freaking amazing. Big shout out to Kinder. He always races me clean. Cody Bayham, he's an up and comer. He's getting better and better each week. He's going to be he's already good, but he's going to be really, really good. Griff, I saw where he got dumped last night. So at least he raced tonight without getting spun. So that's always a positive thing. Big shout out to Logan for actually racing tonight, although he finished 42 laps down. And and finally, what I was going to say? Yeah, and Magic Mike. Big shout out to him. He's basically like my dad on here. I love the guy. And my fiance for letting me to put in an extraordinary amount of time doing this and always being supportive. And and Oswald and Joaquin and Aaron Ward for helping run Thunderstruck.
Awesome, man. Congratulations again on the win here this evening, man. Hope to talk to you here in the future, man, but get out there and celebrate that win, brother.
I appreciate it, you guys. Have a good night.
You too,
You
brother.
too.
All righty. And let's go ahead and grab Cody and talk to him about his race here this evening. Hey, Cody, it's Pat and Jamie up in the booth. You got a coffee?
Yes, sir. How you guys doing?
Good, man. Good. We saw you work your way up through the field from 10th starting position, got that car up into second place, but it didn't seem like anybody could get up there and challenge Jason Warren for the win here tonight. Where do you think the difference between you and that 32 car was?
He can get off the turns a lot better. Like, he was better launching out of the corners. I think he would back up his turns a little bit, but I don't know, man. He was so fast, and it just didn't seem like he faded it all throughout the race. I thought, I don't know, maybe when I get to second, maybe something stupid will happen. Not that you ever want to see that happen, but maybe something stupid will happen. I'll get lucky, but it didn't. But second place is good, and I'll take second place.
Yeah, Cody, man, congratulations on the second place finish. That was a solid run tonight. I mean, you came from 10th to second, so we saw you do that the other night too at 5 Flags in the street stocks. You made up a bunch of spots to win. Is there anything you probably could have maybe changed with the setup that might have helped you a little bit if you could go back and redo this race?
Maybe mess with the gearing a little bit. I can get it better out of the corners and maybe learn how to drive it a little bit better. I was actually thought I was going to miss this race. I didn't get home until like 8:55, like no joke. I got in here. I had my girlfriend literally turn on the computer and get me in the race. And I just ran down here, and those were the first laps I did on the setup, and that's why I qualified so bad. But I just kind of rode around until I got comfortable. But that's really the only thing I think I could have done. But it is what it is. I'll take a second place to Jason Warren. That's pretty much a win.
Yeah, man, that's rough, man. That's even more impressive to get that car up there in second place, which you didn't have any time to prepare or anything. So great run, man. So anybody you'd like to thank, shout out, sponsors?
Yeah, I'd like to give Josh Oswald and everybody that runs this league a shout out and thank them for doing it because it's a good time. Sucks that we only have one more race of this series, but can't wait for next year already.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations on that second place finish, man. Awesome watching you race in each one of these series and being able to get on these podiums. I'm sure we'll talk to you a lot more as we continue to call races, man. Congratulations.
Hey, certainly hope so. Thank you, guys.
All righty. Let's wrap this thing up with Griff and then grab our champ here.
All right.
Man, there's not too many people hanging out around here. Find him. There he is. Hey, Griff, it's Pat and Jamie up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Yeah, dude.
Well, fantastic, man. Done a whole heck of a lot up here, man. Just watched a really fun race at the Bullring and watching these tour modifieds here this evening. First time either Jamie or I even been to this track, so it was a lot of fun to watch it, man. But a lot of back and forth up and through the top 5, short of Jason Warren that went out and just really put it on the field here this evening. But kind of take me through your race and how you brought that number 12 car home in third place.
Well, man, it was pretty tough. Kinder was really, really fast tonight before he ran into his problems, and Jason had such a good drive off. Both ends of the track, he just had a really good drive off, and I really don't know. I didn't practice too much tonight, which probably should have, but I just being consistent tonight. I practice. I was running pretty consistent laps, and just kind of got myself into a rhythm. That was really about it for me. I didn't really have anything for him, especially the last 15 laps. The right rear started to go for me.
Hey, Griff, it's Jamie, man. Hey, congratulations on a strong run tonight. You've had a really good season out here in these tour modifieds. Start to say late models, but modified. So we got one more race left. It'll be at 5 Flags next week, and then my understanding is this switches over and we'll start running the Legends cars. How do you feel about that? Is that going to be getting better for you or worse?
Probably worse, man. I am terrible at Legends. I just do not have fun in those things. It's a pretty hard fight right now between me and Hitman because I was 16 points behind him today. I haven't went back and looked and see what the points are now, but trying to steal third away from him. I don't know if it's going to happen though.
Yeah. Looks like he was 5 spots behind you. So yeah, not sure about that. But anyways, man, congratulations again on a nice, solid top 3 run. You were up there in the top 3 all night tonight. So congratulations again. And anybody you'd like to thank, shout out, sponsors?
Oh, just Thunderstruck. Josh and Aaron and those guys just put on an awesome series and good league, and you guys for broadcasting it and sticking through even with the craziness. And that's it, man.
Well, congratulations, man. It's always a blast to watch you get out there and race and all that stuff. So always good to talk with you as well, man. So congratulations on that third place finish, and we'll see where everything shakes down next week.
Yeah, let's hope I'm up here with you guys again.
I like it, man. I like it.
All right, thanks, guys.
See you. And for some crazy reason here, broadcasting software is acting crazy on me again, Jamie.
It might be because the session has closed out for some reason.
Oh, well, that will explain that. Yeah.
Yeah. Not sure why it did, because there should have been plenty of time.
Well, that definitely explains that. If the session is closed out, then I am not going to be able to bring up any more of the graphics or anything. But we'll grab Josh the Jet Oswald here in a blank screen in front of me and talk to our champion. Josh, Pat, and Jamie up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you guys. How you doing tonight?
Well, I don't know, champ. How are you doing tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good about it. It's first open setup championship, so I'm pretty stoked to get it. Especially lock it up a week in advance.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, man, and it just goes to show the strength that you've had all season long. So, but I got to ask a question. I saw the gold car tonight with gold rims. Was that the championship car, or was that specially painted for this evening?
Yes, sir. Champions wear gold. That's what Matt told me.
I knew it. I knew it. I said I think the Jet's calling his shot here tonight. He's got the gold car out tonight. But no, congratulations on a solid season, man. And again, locking it up a week before the end of the season really shows how strong you were all season. So kind of take me through your season and how this Tour Modified Series went for you, and really how you brought home the championship here tonight.
Well, started out, second place week 1, and then won the second week. And, from then on, I really just kind of started maintaining point gaps. It's just making sure I came away with top 5s. I mean, if the wins happen, which they did, ended up with 5. It's just fantastic. But if the wins happen, great. As long as I kept rattling off good finishes, I started racing big picture pretty early on in the season.
Oh man, Josh, congratulations, man, on winning this championship. Phenomenal season all year long. It's been awesome to watch. It's been awesome to watch you go to work every week and seeing how you approach these races and how you handle things and how you handle traffic and everything along with it. It's been a pleasure to do that. So I'll ask you the same thing I asked William. I guess you're going after next week wraps up the Tour Modified season. You'll be switching to Legends. How's that going to sit with you?
Well, that wouldn't be Thunderstruck. I think that's what Magic Mike and Phil are doing over Magic Man's on Mondays. That's not part of us.
Well, then I asked the wrong question over there.
That's all right.
We're doing so many different things. I can't keep it all straight.
It happens, man. I know the feeling. I raced in pretty much every series we got around here.
Oh, man.
But no, our Thunderstruck's plans really after this season wraps up, we're going to take a little break, probably do a fundraiser race. We normally do super late models at Charlotte on a fixed setup. And we do a cash prize for that. That'll happen within the next coming weeks. Information will be out on that. And around the first week of August we'll fire back up again with season 3 of the mods and season 4 of the super late models.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations on all your success here this year, man, and especially congratulations on bringing home the championship and to do it in an open setup format and league. I know it's a little extra special too. So, congratulations, champ. Well earned.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
And there you have it. Our champion of the Tour Modified season, the number 17, Josh the Jet Oswald. Again, I'd have some cool graphics up on the screen and all that stuff, but I guess they don't like us anymore, Jamie. They kicked us out of the session.
Yeah,
That's
that's weird. I'm not sure why it shut down like it did, but that's unfortunate. But
everybody's staring at.
that's technology.
Yeah, at least there's something on the screen. At least they're not having to stare at our faces, Jamie.
Yeah.
Because nobody
Well,
wants to do that.
yeah. And I can't believe you didn't remind me that that was not this league. I don't know why I started thinking it was this league that was going to switch to Legends, and you let me ask William Griffin. William went along with it too.
I thought you
Oh,
knew
you
something
guys.
I didn't know. I was like,
No, I was totally thinking about Monday night them switching, and I was
oh,
thinking it was this league, and
yeah, I thought you knew something I didn't know. So and then Griff played along with it. So I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
made
it
me
must
think
be a
I
thing.
knew.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
must
it
be a
made me
thing.
think I knew exactly what I was talking about,
Yeah.
and I didn't know what I was talking about.
In all fairness, as we said, and even the Jet said, he races in a lot of these things. Almost every time he's behind the wheel of a car, we're in the booth. So,
That's true.
you know, all the different series that we call, from street stocks to super late models to tour modifieds to Xfinity cars to trucks to I don't even know what the hell else we call. There's a lot of different moving pieces going to it, but it has been a lot of fun, and we've said it time and time again. A lot of the fun that we have are in these grassroots series like Tour Modifieds and the Arca series with Magic Mike and the Street Stocks. It's
Yeah.
been a blast to call these races. Got one more, your home track, coming up next week at Five Flags. I'm sure you'll throw the gauntlet down again, same as you did with those Street Stock guys. But another great race here in the Tour Modified series. Crowned a champion here tonight, and one more race to wrap this up. Any final thoughts, Jamie?
Yeah, it was a great race. I mean, it was really there was a lot of close racing throughout the field. Even though Jason Warren schooled everybody on that last run, that last long run. Up until that point, guys were staying close to him. I just think he wore them out, and he walked away at the end. But we saw a few guys that made up quite a few spots. We saw Colton Lanford must have been feeling his hands because he drove up through the field like 3 times to get his good solid finish. So it was a really great race. I'm gonna have to get on here and run some races at the Bullring now.
Yeah, it does look like a fun track.
Hmm.
We might have to do a fun run here and something, Jamie. As we continue to do fundraisers and everything like that over at Goat Locker Racing, we might have to throw the Bullring into the mix here. But thanks to everybody that tunes in from the Rebels Racing Network. I think we had a little bit of a hiccup here, and it didn't go out to our Goat Locker Racing fans, but I know a lot of those guys tune in here at the Rebels Racing Network as well. So thanks to everybody that tunes in. Thanks to our sponsors, as always, Gill Insurance Advisors, Jam Printing and Promotions, Travis Lee Creative, and G2G Trailers and Tracks for Vets. I know there's a lot of great sponsors, with the Rebels League and Thunderstruck as well, and we get to see and talk to them. But thanks to everybody that puts this series on. And tune in tomorrow to the Goat Locker Racing Network. We will be at our premiere series, the Goat Locker Truck Series, and that should be a great race tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Of course, Friday we are at race number 3 of round number 1 of the Goat Locker Racing Extreme Xfinity Series. That'll be the round of 12 will end there, and the field will be cut down to 8 for the next round in the playoffs. And then Friday night at 11 p.m., we've got the Magic Monza Street Stock Series. And then, of course, Sunday, we'll be back behind the wheel of the trucks in the Rebels Series. So a lot of chances to tune in, a lot of chances to support us here at Goat Locker Racing. And as we always said, built by veterans for veterans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night.